Thunderbolts is great for maybe the first 2/3 of the film, and I'll tell you why in a quick non-spoiler review. This is like the millionth movie in the MCU, so why should we care about it? Well, as seen from the marketing and the whole narrative of this film, it is trying to be different from the other MCU movies. No more blue screens, no more bloated third acts, and that's what it's promising, something unique and refreshing. And you feel that throughout the movie. There's actually things shot on location, there's good color in there, it's not so dull. Until the third act. I feel like that's when the film really falls apart. It wasn't like that completely, but it's definitely not as good as the first two parts of the film. The whole film is led by Florence Pugh's character Yelena, who is in Hawkeye and Black Widow. And at first I didn't really care about her character, but as we see her throughout the movie, she turns out to be one of the best characters. But not as good as Lewis Pullman, who played Sentry. Didn't know that he was in Top Gun Maverick, but he was unrecognizable in this role, and he has the potential of being one of the next great actors. A great character introduction, and I like what they did with him. I thought he had a lot of depth. As far as the villain in the movie, Valentina, I just feel like she was a pretty alright villain. I think Amanda Waller is a better character. For the most part, this team has chemistry. At first, they seem like they're a very random selected group of people, but they turn out to work together pretty well. Except in the third act, I feel like that's when they don't really feel like a true team and it feels quite forced, which should be the opposite. They should team up together and fight and truly feel like they're uniting, just like in Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers. I get it, it's supposed to be different. They're not supposed to click just like that, but we should feel that. I think the film is paced quite well, though I feel like there's not really much happening, and that's actually a good thing because a lot of these MCU films are quite bloated. And it's entertaining, it's funny, it's got good stuff. This is a pretty solid film. I just think that it had the potential to be one of the best MCU movies, and I was a little disappointed when it came to that third act. The set design isn't as good, the color isn't as good, and though we do see a nice unique element in the film towards the end, I just wasn't really buying it at that point. I just wasn't the biggest fan of how the film ended, and though it's very different and didn't have some bloated big battle, I just didn't like what they were trying to do with it. I think it's just trying too hard to be different and try to actually conclude a movie properly. Again, that's just me. I think most will enjoy this film, so it is worth watching in theaters. Because it's been a really long time since we've seen the MCU do something different and actually do it pretty well. It's a step towards the right direction. I just think this film has an identity crisis and doesn't know what it truly wants to be. And that's a problem with the direction of the MCU. It's very messy, and we just don't know a general direction where I can't really look forward to future projects. It's a 7 out of 10, and it'd probably be a film that I would rewatch compared to the other horseshit that's been in the MCU. But if you're going to see Thunderbolts, make sure you watch Sinners because that is the movie to watch right now. Especially when it comes back into IMAX on May 15th to May 21st. Other than that, enjoy the ride.